Good day to all. Like what we have presented on the discussion of competitiveness, strategy, and productivity, one of the important factors of operations management is product and services design. It is necessary to understand what should be done on this stage. In this particular video presentation, we will highlight the discussion of system design. Before we begin the discussion with system design, let me present to you first the well-known and everyone's favorite building blocks, the Lego. This colorful bricks encourage every child to imagine different building possibilities. But of course, more than that, the good thing with this toy is that it enhances the ability of the children to express their creative minds in creating exceptional outputs. These attributes have made Lego an icon in the toy world. The name Lego actually came from the Danish word leg-god, which basically means play well. Lego became successful through the brilliant idea of master carpenter Ole Kirk Christiansen, who was aided by his 12-year-old son Godfred Kirk Christiansen. The idea of Lego begins with the great idea of putting the things together to have one amazing output. Later on, Lego continually became famous in the toy world, living with the principles only the best thing is good enough. In the viewpoint of operations management, most especially in the area of system design and development, it is necessary for the company to consider putting the best things together, for them to conclude to exceptional products and services. Firms shouldn't settle for less, only the best things is good enough. That is true in terms of product and service design and development, because this process requires a multiple trial and error, until the output became suitable to customer preferences and market demand. So always remember, in business, we need to consider the system, which includes the products and services. We need to play well, we need to put all best things together to develop one excellent system for the ultimate customers. A literal Lego toy can be an excellent illustration of system design, where the player needs to give his very best to make an extraordinary output. For this video presentation, the learners can be able to demonstrate the different responsibilities and activities under this area of operations. Demonstrate awareness about the reasons behind why the organization's designing, redesigning, or development of product and services. Identify different considerations when designing, redesigning, or development of product and services. Understand the different phases of product and service design. Now, let us see what are the responsibilities and activities associated with product and service design. Here are the different responsibilities and activities under product and service design. Translation of customer needs and wants into a certain product or service desires. Under this activity, the organization should consider the preference or needs and wants of the customers and convert it to the effective product or service. Before the organization do product and service development, they should first study the needs and wants of the market. Enhancement of existing product and services. Product and service innovation is also one of the important tasks associated to product and service design. Why do you think it is necessary for the firm to do enhancement of their existing product and services? This is because they need to meet the market demand, including the needs and wants of people. This activity will lead the organization to the desired sustainability. Formulate new product and services. One of the important tasks under product and service design is the formulation of new product and services. This activity requires time, effort, and money of the organization. Development of quality goals. The development of quality goals is necessary when designing a system. It will greatly affect the satisfaction of the ultimate customers. Apart from that, quality goals set as a guidelines of the organization toward better product and service design. Formulation of costs targets. One of the critical activities under the product and service design is the formulation of costs. The quality of the output sometimes depends on the allocated budget of the firm. If the cost targets of the firm was formulated very well, the potential problems in terms of costing might be lessened or eliminated. Designing and testing of prototypes. To figure out the actual product and service design, the firm also needs to create a prototype. Apart from designing the prototype, it is also need to be tested. Preparation of document specifications. If the prototype of the product and services was done, the firm is required to prepare the document specifications. This is the detailed specification of the product and detailed flow of the processes. Translation of product and service specification into process specification. Lastly, the company is responsible for the translation of product and service specification to process specification. This time, the step-by-step process on how to develop the product and services will be documented. These are the different responsibilities and activities under product and service design. Now I would like to ask you one question. If I will give you 1 million today, what will you do? Maybe you might think of establishing your own business or investing this money to a profitable means. That's good decision actually. But before you go to this decision, I want you to become ready and knowledgeable about the different things you need to consider in managing the operations of your own business. Let me help you gain relevant ideas on how you will manage your own operations, or maybe if you have your own existing business or even business plan, this presentation will be beneficial. The following are the things you need to consider when designing a product or service design. First is the demand. Demand refers to the volume of possible potential buyers out of the population. When an organization is aiming for the designing of product and services, they need to consider the market demand. Asking a question, is the product or service that is subjected to redesigning will have a potential buyers? Demand is one of the effective indicators of the firm in pursuing the designing of product and services. Second, the firm should also consider manufacturability and serviceability when designing the product and services. The firm should consider the necessary skills and knowledge, capacity, equipment, and supply chain capabilities. When we say manufacturability, it is the capacity of the organization to produce a product on a reasonable price and suitable profit. Serviceability is the capacity of the organization to give service on an acceptable price and reasonable profit. Another consideration is the quality. When designing a product and services, the firm should consider the level of quality expectations of the customers. Lastly, the company should definitely need to consider the economic position. It means that the company should answer the question, what are the possible issues, ethical considerations, sustainability problems, cost, and profit? Moving forward, let us also discuss the different reasons why the organization are doing designing or redesigning of product and services. One of the reasons is economic in nature. The firm tend to design or redesign the products and services due to low demand, disproportionate security claims, and the need for the reduction of cost. Another reason is the due to social and demographic. It means that the firm should be flexible in meeting the needs and wants of the growing generation of millennial as well the increasing proportion of the baby boomers. The political, liability or legal is also included in the reasons. Due to the dynamic rules and regulations being implemented by the government, the firm seems to be obliged to redesign their existing products. Competitiveness is the another reason. Because of the emergence of new products and services as well as marketing efforts such as advertising and promotions, the company desired the designing or redesigning of the products. Another one is the cost or availability. When the company encounters the availability of raw materials need for the new products or services, labor cost, and other cost in utilities, they will have an opportunity to redesign their existing products. Last reason is the technological aspect. Changes in technology for process improvement and product components drive the organization to design or redesign products and services. Apart from the different reasons that we have discussed, the following are also the important considerations in system designing. Legal and ethical considerations. Human factors. Cultural factors. Environmental factors. Product life cycle. Degree of standardization. Product customization and delayed differentiation. Let us discuss these considerations one by one. Legal and ethical consideration is one of the considerations needed to focus on by the firm when designing system, products and services. Designers must take into consideration legal and ethical implications. Many industries are subject for government policies and regulate them. For instance, For those who are producing medical and food products, there are Food and Drug Administration that are regulating them. It is also important to know that every raw materials needed to produce something is regulated by certain agency of the government. Another example is that the organizations are mandated to design their products that is not harmful to the environment. The national government are actually implementing policies about that, where the organization needs to consider. Product liability is one of the consideration and important factor in this legal and ethical implication. It is the responsibility of the manufacturer for any injuries due to faulty products. Take note that more companies found guilty because of some legal and ethical issues. Moreover, manufacturers are also bounded by warranty policies created by law. Legal liabilities are then to have increased legal and insurance costs, and affluent settlements. Next consideration is the human factor. These issues also often arise in creating products and services or even redesigning the existing ones. Two factors that need to consider is the safety and liability. We all know that human resource is the most superior resources among others, and the organization needs to consider things that could be beneficial to the people when redesigning product and services. Another issue for designers is to add features on a certain products and services. They seek it as a competitive advantage if they can add features on products and services. However, there are times that too much features gives the customer dissatisfaction. Added features tend to give the customer the feeling of difficulty in using the products. Another important consideration is the cultural factor. Take note that product designers in an organization that are operating in a global scale need to take into account any cultural differences of different countries. For instance, there are different product offerings of McDonald's from Singapore as compared to the Philippines. This makes designer to redesign products or offerings to their target market. In order for the company to achieve the effective redesigning process of the certain product or services, they should consider the culture being observed by one place or nation where the business is situated. This is also one of the strategies for the company to capture the market demand where the organization is doing business. Another one is the environmental factor. More organizations nowadays are aiming for sustainability. This means that the company tend to maximize their profit while minimizing the potential risk over environment or natural resources. This factor is one of the important factors to consider because, like what we said earlier, government has in implementing policies that product design should be environment friendly. So, in order for the company to consider this factor, there are different points that they need to remember. Cradle-to-grave assessment. End-to-life programs. Reduction of costs and material used. Reuse of parts of returned products. And recycling. Cradle-to-grave assessment. This pertains to the valuation of the environmental influence of a product or service throughout its useful life. The goal of this assessment is to choose products or services that have less environmental impact while taking into account the economic value or consideration. End-of-life programs. These programs deal with the usefulness of the products which already reached its useful lives. The primary purpose of the program is to reduce dumping of products, and incineration. Reduction, value analysis, one of the 3 R's of environmental factors. Value analysis pertains to the investigation of the purpose of parts and materials in an effort to reduce cost and or improve product performance. Reuse, remanufacturing. The developing concept in the manufacturing is remanufacturing of products. Remanufacturing pertains to the restoring used products by substituting worn-out or faulty components. Recycle pertains to the recuperating materials for future use. This implies not only to factory-made parts but also includes materials used during the production. Another important consideration is the product life cycle. It is the process a product goes through from when it is first introduced into the market until it declines or is removed from the market. The life cycle has 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. While some products may stay in a prolonged maturity state, all products eventually phase out of the market due to several factors including saturation, increased competition, decreased demand, and dropping sales. So, These are the important things the company need to focus on in terms of product life cycle. Take note that in the decline stage, it is important to have a decision if the product or service will be continue, or need to redesign those, or even abandon the 144 market, or maybe identify new users of the product and shift with its target market. Another consideration is the degree of standardization. A significant issue that often arises in both products and services design and process design is the degree of standardization. When we say standardization, it refers to the extent to which a product, service, even process lacks variation. Another definition is that the degree of standardization refers to the process of setting up certain limits for standardizing the process. So, in designing the product and services, companies should consider that the design of the products, services, or even the processes is in accordance to the standard. Take note that the degree of the standardization will be reflected to newly designed product and services. Another one is the product customization and delayed differentiation. With this consideration, the organization should pay attention to the two important factors, the mass customization and the degree of differentiation. When we say mass customization, it is a strategy of manufacturing fundamentally standardized goods but integrating some degree of customization. And when we say delayed differentiation, it refers to the method of creating but not fairly finishing a product or service until customer preferences are known. In the nutshell, operations management as one of the relevant business functions consists of many responsibilities and activities that can be helpful for the organization to become more competitive in the business arena, and to become successful in a long run. Remember that a lot of things are needed to consider before the organization pursue designing or redesigning the product and services. If the firm fails to consider these things, there is a possibility that the organization cannot be able to achieve the well-improved product and services. So, it is very essential for the business organization to have a careful study of these factors before taking any process or action of designing product and services. That's all for this video presentation. Thank you very much and God bless you all.